Good morning. Justice Vanguard here with another one of our special videos where you won't really see us on camera this time. Each month of the year, we like to highlight different people, and sometimes we come up with it ourselves, and sometimes it comes from that big calendar that we all follow, and we want to be authentic with that. So we have someone awesome today to talk with, and Kiyoshi, what month is it? Who do we have?
Well, it is Hispanic Heritage Month as we film this right now, and we got my good friend / colleague, Sam Bass. He works out in South County with the youth, and he's big on justice reform. We are currently working together on a Know Your Rights campaign, and that's not just a local thing, that is going to be a national thing that affects all Black and brown youth. Besides that, he's going to talk a little bit about the difference between Hispanic and Latino and how that relates to this month. So without further ado, Sam, please take it away.
Yeah, thank you, Kiyoshi. Thank you, Keenan. It's nice to help you all out, and as much as you've helped us out, right? Definitely in the work we do, community is huge. So we got to be there for each other. And I love working with y'all. So for me, Hispanic Heritage Month is interesting, right? Because a lot of people a lot of people aren't aware of the difference between Hispanic and Latino or Latinx, Latine. And so Hispanic, the term refers to people who come from countries that are majority Spanish speaking, right? And then Latino or Latine or Latinx, as different people prefer different labels. That refers more to the countries in Latin America. And so obviously there's a lot of countries that overlap, like Mexico and a lot of Central American and South American countries. But the difference is that Spain is included in the term Hispanic, whereas countries like Brazil and Belize that are in Latin America but don't mainly speak Spanish are included in Latino. And so it's funny because I actually gave a lesson on this to the youth that I work with in Gilroy. And as explaining that the reason they chose September 15th to October 15th for Hispanic Heritage Month, and the difference between Hispanic and Latino, even, the youngest ones that are 11, 12 years old, they said, wait, hold up. So if Hispanic means this, and we're celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month, which was chosen for these dates because a lot of the independence days for Hispanic countries happened during this time span in being liberated from Spain. They said, why is Spain included in Hispanic Heritage Month? Did they free themselves from themselves? That doesn't make sense. So, it's pretty funny, and I know that's probably a longer response than you expected. But yeah, so I don't know, I just think that the term Hispanic Heritage Month, the way people label it, is just kind of funny, the way they chose it, and then the fact that they chose the term Hispanic over Latino or Latinx, Latine, it's just really funny to me. But a lot of these months are sometimes created by people not of the culture, and so that might be a telltale sign. But yeah, so for me, the Know Your Rights campaign is really important, and it relates to Hispanic Heritage Month because a lot of communities of color are over policed, and due to the fact it's kind of a stereotype that so many people who go under the term Hispanic are immigrants. While that's not true that all of them are, yeah, in the US we do have a lot of immigrants that fall under the term Hispanic. And so, especially for people who weren't originally born here, a lot of times they don't know their rights, or maybe people who come from families that a lot of their families weren't born here. A lot of them might not know their rights, especially just youth in general of all communities. or even adults. The system is very hard to navigate. And it's hard for a lot of people to always stay up to date on our rights. There's always bills being passed, taking away rights, granting us more rights. And so this campaign is really just to inform people about their rights. And anybody who's for justice, whether to you that means more police presence, less police presence, anybody who is for justice and wanting to see our justice system do better should agree with our campaign of simply informing youth about their rights.